back at it today. We're gonna try this one out again. I have a sliced finger. It failed. It, yeah, it opened me up a little bit. Rebuilt. Black one. Rebuilt. And brand new. One of them's gonna work. Which one? I don't know. It's supposed to be new. I don't know if it is. I don't know. It's a whatever. It either is gonna work or it's not. But where's my hand? That one right there, it ain't working. I think I'm gonna try and do something with those. We'll see. First though, we're gonna try and give some more crank to the starter here. Well, seeing we got a good 12 volts. First, what we're gonna do is we're going to take the return line. Holy Jesus, these are... Oh my God. We're going to pop the return line off of the freshly rebuilt injection pump. Those are awesome gloves. So here's my rebuilt injection pump. Right down there, you can see what I paid, $21.77.41. They spruced it up with a lovely, lovely paint job. No buffing needed. New crush washers. They will put new crush washers in there. I'm gonna crack that loose, pull it off. I'm gonna put it on this one only to cut out the bullshit because everyone's telling me that it needs to have the return line on it. I took it, I mean, everybody might be right. The problem is that the guys that rebuilt this pump, you see it? Yeah, there. Rebuilt that pump, told me, you don't need that. The injection pump, those lines right here, these ones, are return overflow. The base of the pump inside the main body is where it builds up to like 128 psi. It does that on its own. It shouldn't have to have the overflow pipes on it. But I'm still going to pull it off. I'm still going to stick it on that brand new one over there. No, and there. I'm going to still stick it on there. If it makes, it makes. Hey, I don't mind being wrong. I don't mind other people being wrong. But so far, this has cost me a lot of money for injection pumps. If I'd have known I was going to have a problem with this pump here or this pump here failing, I would have had my old one rebuilt. The cost of these two pumps is what my rebuild cost. Pop this line here off, stick it on that one over there. Alright, so we need to get that return line off. Crack it free. I'm going to hold everything as one solid piece. Okay, you know what? I'll show you this in a minute, but other people might be right. I don't know. Okay. Have that little wappy tappy. Good enough. Doesn't need to be super tight, that's why that's, there. So little rubber caps I put on are freaking impossible to get off. Yeah, well, I wanted to keep that, but you know, it needed to go to its forever home somewhere else. There we go. Put on the return line from the injectors, and then I have the return line right here. Slide that right on there. Now, everything else is hooked up, sort of. Let's put some juice to it. So what we're looking for in there, I don't have any of the injector lines on. We're looking for spray, any spray out of the injector ports. That's a big 0. I don't know if you can see this or not. There's fuel coming out the return line here. Let's bring this. There we go. Now we got some good flow. Now let's hope that it was just a low fuel issue. Let's give it a little spin on the old spinneroonie. That should be safe there. If not, I'm gonna have diesel fuel everywhere. Probably gonna end up with diesel fuel everywhere anyway. Getting nothing. Got a good solid click on the fuel shutoff solenoid. Let's give it a little more prime, make sure. Yeah, good fuel. All I want to see is injection spray out of the nozzle tips. Well, sorry, out of the ports. There's nothing. I got 0 fuel coming out the injection ports out of the back of the injector pump. Disheartening. So what do you do when you got an injector pump back here? She's not spraying any fuel. Brand new. I looked at it myself. There was no tool marks, no, you know, when you see the fasteners tightening up on stuff. There was none of that on there. Brand new steel, everything looked fresh. I tried putting the return line on to that one, to no avail. I mean, even the guy at the Northwest Injection here in Langley, Port Cows, British Columbia, I'm pointing to where his shop is. It's over there. It doesn't matter. Anyway, even he said, as long as it's got fuel in the housing, it should build its own internal pressure because the plunger runs vertical. So as long as it's got fuel, as he explained, as long as it's got fuel in here and it's not coming out the port here for the return, if it's got fuel in this body part here, it should be making fuel pressure out here. She's not. I mean, the worst I could do is, you know, keep cranking on it. Maybe it'll come loose. Maybe it'll break free. I don't know. How long do I have to do that for? An hour or 2 hours till that starter's smoking hot and I have to buy a new one? Or we just take this bad boy here and stick it on. There's a mark there, mark there, marks here. Like, this is all freshly painted because they just finished it on Friday. I don't know what, October 12th, I think it was. But even on the shaft here, you can see these little pit marks and gouges on here, and the woodruff key's a little bit chewed up. I've already pulled the main fuel line off. We're gonna cap this. That way no dirt gets inside it. I'm gonna pull that off. I have a brand new, well, the plug that came out of it's right, well, it came out of that one over there. So I'll put that back on it. And I think this one's gonna go in. You know, like even this bolt, you can see the tool marks that I'm talking about. Anytime you got tool marks, it's all from the last tool wrench that was put onto the bolt. Brand new rebuilt. Brand new rebuilt. All set for... It got taken apart. They found rust inside it. It's got new parts, new internals, rebuilt, fresh paint, fresh everything. Ta-da! Not cheap. So I know that we got the motor cranked to top dead center. I don't know where the injection pump is. Haven't got a clue what it's set to. So the first thing I'm going to do is finger it here and find out where the cutout is for the woodruff key. Oh my God, it's at top dead center. Sweet. This might, yeah, whatever. I'm gonna shut up now. Okay, so before let's just grab this bad boy right here. Probably gonna get a lot of my fat head in the road. Sorry, can't help it. That would be absolutely fantastic if it would just go right back in home. Oh my God, did I get it? There's no way. I think I did. Every now and then, blind dog finds a bone. I ain't saying anything. Not a word. I'm going to rotate it by hand. That tells me the woodruff is in place. Okay, not saying a word yet. Nothing. You ain't getting nothing from me. Yeah, wow. You know what? I hope you recorded that. The last one took me over an hour to get it in there. I I fought with it and fought with it. You have no idea. Argument on a turtle half shell. Turtle power. I guess we can try to put fuel to her again. Let's hook up this return line here. Now, we are, okay, I've got it tight in there, which isn't correct. Get rid of the dead blow. Bring our fuel can up here so we're not pumping 500 miles away for fuel. We got a prime over here. You watch that line. When she starts pushing fuel out, that means she's got fuel in the pump. Okay, so I just opened up the fuel shutoff, which is right here. So there's our fuel. Prime into prime. Okay, we got good fuel flow. I'm gonna try rolling it over again. Let's spin the motor over and see what we get. We get those little plastic caps there. If they go popping off, we know we got injection pressure. Probably gonna get a spray of diesel fuel everywhere. They're not blasting the caps off, but what I can see is diesel fuel in them. That's more than I was getting before. Which line is number one injector line? I know which one it is on the pump, the feed down there. I know which one of those is number one, but I need to get the number one injector line up on top up here. So I need to get the injector number one feed line that goes into there, and it's the bottom one that goes at the bottom. Get all the lines hooked up. I am getting fuel coming through there. Fantastico. I'm replacing this. This thing is part of the problem. It isn't the problem. The other problem that was the problem. That doesn't work. And it's brand new. So, we'll get all the injector lines put on. We'll crack them all loose up across the top of the rail up here. Well, there's no rail, but crack all the injector lines loose on the injectors. Prime it up with this lovely thing. And then I've had the battery charger up there charging. So then we'll spin the motor over and see if we can't get it to leak fuel. I'll have to hook up the, the Derek, Vice Grip Garage Lone Loaf 10 million, 10,000, 5,000, 1,000, I don't know. What I'd be watching for is a spray of fuel out of this injector and the air coming out of that port. Right there is where the glow plugs go, right there. So the fuel jetting with pressure, which I now have, out of this line, and then the air at the same time. Don't ask me how I'm going to do it. I haven't worked it out. I'm just getting there, okay? Come on. It's too early. I don't know if this means I'm getting better at it or not, but I'm actually thinking about what you guys are seeing. Okay. Because it's going to be diesel fuel, and I cut my hand open the other day. We're donning the blue gloves of inspection. But I goofed. I made a mistake. That lovely pump right there. I forgot to take that off. Yeah, I forgot to take that O-ring off. That O-ring was supposed to go on there. Whatever. but I'll do it later. Let's hook up the buttons for explosions and making things go boomy boom. Okay, I'm gonna roll it over here. I already gave it a brief little to make sure she was gonna squirt. So, the Lone Wolf 2000 and me don't always talk. We got one shooting diesel fuel right in there. Okay, so look at that. But here's what I'm seeing. Oops. And I may have goofed. Ouch, that hurt. I may have goofed. I might not have had the injector pump, the new one, hooked up properly. I mean, if I've made the mistake, I can't blame anybody else for it. It's my mistake. It'll be what it is. No, we got a little bit of pressure in there too. A little bit of spurt and spraying. Hey, gotta tell you, that's even when I had the other one possibly hooked up wrong, I didn't get any, and I put power to the injection pump outside of the battery. So it's hard to say whether I goofed, they goofed, someone goofed, but I know I'm a goof, so I mean I can live with my own goofiness. Okay, well, there. Yeah. Hopefully, I hate to think that I made a mistake, but if you're gonna make one, you better be the one that owns up to them. Okay, so I need this 14 mil wrench here. I got all of these loose. At the 14? Yes, it is. They're all loose. They're somewhat a lot looser than they need to be. Okay. All right. So now put holes in my new gloves. These were my favorite gloves. Okay, so let's give this a go again. Roll it over. We're looking for compression here. We'll let her breathe properly so we know we're getting compression in the proper direction, not just a suck and suck. I'm looking for blowback on this one for the compression stroke and fuel to be coming out of here. So I'm seeing fuel and blow at the same time. This one's just giving her, I say. So let's tighten them all down. Even the one that's just giving her. So now what we're going to look for is the compression shooting out fuel all across the glow plug ports. The only one I'm not getting is okay, we got all those. Fuel is all hooked up. Let's not put that where it's going to fall down. Très magnifique. Lots of black smoke. Lovely, lovely stuff in here. I'm going to get the rad put back on here real quick, or, you know, slow as it may be. I've goofed again because it's the norm. I still have to tighten down all the injectors. You guys didn't say a word to me